reduce the FICA withholding. And look, every study shows 95% of the people are going to get a tax cut.
Are you not thinking about raising the income cap on FICA withholding?
No, well, yes, but that's for people over $250,000.
Right, well, that's what I said.
Let's get it straight, though, John.
No, I know,
We're
that's
talking
what I
about
said.
people over $250,000.
That
We're doing
was
very
my
well,
point.
thank you.
That was my point. You're thinking of raising taxes on people who make more than $250,000.
That's right.
FICA withholding and income tax. With the economy the way it is right now, is this any time to be raising taxes on anyone?
We are transferring the tax cut. We're raising the tax on them by letting this tax expire and flipping that tax and giving it to the people who need it.
Some people
so
say
the
that's
total tax cut.
And some people would say that's income redistribution.
Well, I don't care what you call it. The middle class is dying. John talks about the strength of the American worker. The American worker's been left out in the cold. Look what's happened. We accumulated $1 trillion debt to foreign governments. We're paying the highest price we've ever paid for oil because we have no energy policy. We have the highest unemployment rate in 5 years. We're in a situation where middle-class people are struggling. They're hanging on. And what are they doing for them? Zero. It's been this profligate spending on the rich and Wall Street. No oversight of any consequence. And when you asked John the question a moment ago, when he was asked the question, what new regulation would you put on? He said, well, we'd have a modern regulation for the modern economy. Hey, bottom line is, if you come to the federal government, to the Fed to borrow money, we get to look at your books. That's my money. It's the taxpayers' money. We get to look at your books, John. We get to have total oversight. You want to borrow the money? You let us see the inside of your books. Up to now, John has totally opposed that. This administration has. And I'd ask the rhetorical question. Who's the captain been at the helm for the last 8 years that's driven us into this god-awful economic mess at home and abroad? It's been the Republicans, the Republican economic philosophy that John has adhered to that's driven us into this hole. And when you have a doctor who's performed malpractice on you and he's been convicted of it, you usually don't hire him to do the second operation.
Senator, yesterday, a couple of times, you dinged Senator McCain pretty hard for saying that the fundamentals of the economy were sound. At about the same time, Mayor Michael Bloomberg from New York was talking with Politico, and he also suggested that the fundamentals of the economy are sound. Is he wrong as well?
Well, let me tell you. Look, here's how I look at this stuff. I look at this stuff from the neighborhood up. Take a look at what middle-class people are going through. Tell me how it's sound that we have the highest foreclosure rate since the Great Depression. Tell me how it's sound that you had 84,000 people lose their jobs last year. Tell me how it's sound that, in fact, people can't get their kids to college. Their health care costs have gone up 87%. Tell me how it's sound that middle-class people have lost $2,000 in income on an annualized basis during this administration. Tell me how it's sound that you have 1% of the people in the United States of America making 23.4% of all the income in America. That hasn't happened since 1921. It's sound if you're very wealthy. It's a disaster if you're a hard-working middle-class family who goes from paycheck to paycheck and worry about paying your mortgage.
Let me turn to the issue of earmarks.